I am trying to get healthy. I gave up carbs, alcohol, sugar, and meat. Lost 30 friends, so it worked. I did have a baby last year. I know, it's a miracle, truly. We had a gay OB. He called himself a gynecologist. I have now encountered snobby parents at the daycare. One parent said, "Yes, I am a professor of mid-century British literature. My daughter is Wella, named after George Orwell, you know, of 1984. And I said, "Really? Well, I am a scholar of turn-of-the-century Americana culture, which is why my daughter is Joey, named after Joey Tribbiani." You know, of Friends. I have two rescues at home. I have a pit bull and a husband, and the dog came fixed, the man came broken. It was actually really sad. It was really tragic. We found Max tied to a fence in the Bronx, hadn't eaten in days, and the dog we got at the ASPCA. My husband is younger than me. Yeah, well, that's good, yeah. He is, actually, I don't know how old he is because I don't listen when he talks. I just zone out. No idea. We've had our ups and downs. A few months ago, I found an open Tinder profile on his phone. Yeah, I was horrified by the lies. He's not easygoing, he hates the beach, and he thinks candlelight dinners are a fire hazard. I had to rewrite the whole thing while he was in the shower. Just to get some time to myself. I know I rag on him, but I have to tell you, I treat him like a god, which means I forget he exists until I need something, and I happen to be born in Russia. Yeah, you're silent for a reason. It's a terrible place. I thank God every day for the bald man who found me on the internet and brought me here. My first husband, Chuck from Ohio, he died mysteriously. And it's a trip growing up, a Russian immigrant. You know, my parents are quirky. When I met my father, Freudian slip, when I met my husband, my mother goes, "Do you love him?" I go, "I don't know, Mom. I've known him 5 minutes." She goes, "I knew your father 5 minutes when they forced me marry him. We were fleeing border. They told me I learned to love him." I said, "Good for you. I'm glad it worked out." And she goes, "No, Vicky, I learned I'm slow learner, very slow." Do you guys have those friends that have never left the country and then they do and come back speaking in an accent? I had a friend from Waltham. Yeah, Waltham. Karen, by the way, is her name. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. And she'd never left the country. Took herself to Paris, first time. Comes back. I said, "How was Paris?" She goes, "It's called Paris. And it was magnifique. Oh my God, I stayed on Champs-Élysées. And I went to the Moulin Rouge in Montmartre. And the Louvre. It's just as wonderful as they say, but across the street is an even better museum called Musée Lorrain. And the café et croissants are amazing. And we took le train to Versailles. Where Marine escaped from. And the flight back into La was great. I said, where? She goes, La. Did you just say Logan Airport? And then she said, I'm having a birthday day, you know, for my stateside friends. And suddenly she's Amélie in Paris. And she has stateside friends now. She goes, first we're going to a restaurant, a lovely little thing, Jardin d'Oli, Olive Garden. My dad is such a piece of work. He still thinks the KGB is tapping his phones. And we're like, Dad, catch on. It's the NSA. Come on. But he'll call me and be like, Vicky, I have information, but I hear voices. Where are you? Oh, you're at the party? Go upstairs. Find a soundproof room. Close the door. Lock it. Check the shower. They always hide in the shower. Okay, run the water. Close the vent. You didn't hear it from me. Costco having sale on beef. Bye. And that's it. You guys have been so much fun. This flew by.